What's going on, Port fans? Welcome back to another video on the channel. And today we're going to be reviewing Friday night's clash between Port Adelaide and the Western Bulldogs at the Adelaide Oval in front of 30,000 people that went home very happy. And I was one of them because it was a very good game of footy, and it's good to see Port Adelaide going 3-5, the same as the Dogs after round 8. We were 0-5 with the expectation that probably we would have not won too many games, but we've won the last 3 and our form seems to be building quite nicely into the middle part of the year. So let's get straight into this review and see exactly how it panned out. 3-5 Port Adelaide against the Dogs outfit. They didn't have Bont and had a few injuries across the night, but that's not any excuse for the Western Bulldogs. I thought they were played reasonably okay in patches, but after the first 10 minutes where Port Adelaide didn't seem to have arrived, and I thought this was going to be a very long first quarter, which by the way it was. It went to like 35 minutes. But we did get our gears going, and 4 goals in a row after the Dogs' 2-goal start really gave us a lot of momentum, and it was a lot of back and forth from there on, and a really good game of footy actually. There was a lot of hard attacking football. There was also, a few rough decisions by the umpires as well that really didn't help any side, I think, and it was kind of disappointing to see. And for the first time ever that I've seen live was an interchange infringement. I think that was the free kick rule. I haven't watched the game back actually, just being there, live and soaking in what was a great atmosphere on the night to be a part of, which was sensational. And I really felt like that everything started to just click a little bit more over the course of the night, especially that third quarter. It was great to see us just play that free-flowing, enjoyable footy that I think a lot of us Port fans have come to like in watching us and play that way. And for us to tick a few of those boxes in that third quarter, get a 5-goal lead, and sort of just hold on in the end. I think I'm not going to complain about that last quarter. 6 points, 3 of those hit the post. You can take what you can get from that, and it sort of helped us in the end. 3-goal win, 17 points after being up by 30. It doesn't seem too bad, and I feel like the Dogs were always going to come. They didn't really put enough pressure on, I thought, to really warrant a win. And our defence really held up. I thought Aaliyah took a step in the right direction on Friday night to really get back to what we know as his best. And Tom Jonas was pretty good. And Tom Cleary is just one of the best defenders in the game, I think. And he's so underrated and was very... Once he was put on Norton, I don't know why we played Aaliyah on Norton so early. But I think once we moved Cleary back onto Norton, it really showcased that he was able to really manipulate Norton's influence on the game, and whilst he might have kicked a goal or two and taken a couple of contested marks, the impact was nowhere near as big as what it was in the first half. And it was great to see that our defence was able to lock in, and Burton was sensational. Houston was good. Unfortunate for Riley Bonner. He's in a great touch, I thought, this year, and it's such a shame that he's going to go down with an injury, which looks to be ankle. I thought it was Achilles. So hopefully it's not as bad as first thought for him, because he's been in really good form, and it's going to be a bit of a shame that he's going to be out for a little bit, but gives an opportunity for someone else. Bergman, I think, has a virus still, but Lockie Jones could come in and fill that spot. Touch on the 3 kids, Dersma, Rosie and Butters. I thought all 3 had a little bit of an impact during the game, but Dersma coming in as a late... was not a late in. Kane Farrell pulled out, obviously, with HS protocols, but Dersma was able to play his game and really dominated, I thought, on his wing, and created that run and carry, and it broke lines, and I think we haven't seen that enough throughout our games this year, is breaking the lines and really taking a bounce, and Dersma was doing that, and I think if he can build and start getting to his best football, he's going to be a great asset. And I think all 3 of them will have their moment in the sun eventually when they all click together. But I think overall, what won us the game, besides Travis Boak, who's just in magnificent touch and 30-toe disposal again, a beautiful goal from the pocket, which was great to see. him, because his goal kicking set shots do get ridiculed a little bit. But he set the tone there, kicked a nice goal and put us 4 goals up at the time. And I think his influence across the ground was just magnificent. Clearly, him and Todd Marshall, who's just found hands and found a bit of form, which was great to see. A couple of goals for him. He's creating contests, hitting the packs hard. And I've admired what he's changed in the last 5 weeks. I really feel like ever since the showdown, he's just taken it in his stride and really put his best foot forward in his game. And it's great to see that he was able to influence the game in such a way he did. Jeremy Finlayson as well, kicking 3 goals. Robbie Gray, 2 early ones. Power Pepper, who's absolutely sensational. 100 games, walking out with Frankie, his little daughter, was beautiful to see. And credit to him, he's one of the better players on the night. He had, I think, 11 or 12 touches, but those disposals were so impactful and so crucial that he changed the game. And I think for Sammy Power Pepper, he's really taken the next step in his performances, and it's great to see that on a big night like Friday night, it was all able to click for the team, and he was a big part of that in his 100th. One bloke I do want to touch on is Trent Dumont. Froggy, they call him. I don't know why. But his performance, I've just really liked how calm he is, and really how he makes a good decision, the right decision. And across half-back or in the midfield, even down forward, he was taking a great contested mark to kick his goal. And I'm really impressed with the way he's gone about things. And ever since he came in as a sub and really put his foot forward, he's been able to influence the contest and really break lines and hit targets. And it's just, I've really enjoyed what he's done in the last month or so. So well done to Trent Dumont. I think he deserves a lot of credit, considering he's probably not best 22 material at the start of the year, but he's come in and made his own, and that's great to see. And that's what I think a lot of the players are starting to realise, is they're making their own impacts together. When they make their own impacts individually, that's what happens when you get a collective, who can win a game of football. And Port Adelaide have finally figured that out, which is what we've wanted since the start. And yet, things aren't perfect. Things aren't top 4 material. Things are still 3 and 5. And we're in a position now where we have the potential to launch and possibly keep pushing. And North Melbourne next week in Tassie, it's going to be cold. I don't think we'll pump them, because it's just Tassie and things have a way in football. So be interesting to see. But I think this performance on a Friday night for Port Adelaide's sake is a massive bonus. It's our best win of the year. It's the complete performance of the year. And I really do feel like that now momentum can swing. And going into the bye, we've got North, Geelong and Essendon. If you can pull off 3 wins there, you're 6 and 5 in the bye, and your season opens right up. If you drop one, you're still 5 and 6 and still capable. You just can't afford to drop 2. I think now is the time that we can create a bit of momentum, win 4 or 5 in a row, and all of a sudden change our season around. So be interesting to see. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, though, Port fans, because it was a great win, and I'm still feeling it after recovering. Thank you for watching, Port fans, this review of Port Adelaide versus the Western Bulldogs. Make sure you wow, that's not English. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new, for plenty more Port Adelaide and AFL content to come your way across the rest of 2022. Thank you so much for your support. Check out the Pears on a Pod podcast. We interviewed Dom Cassisi this week. So me and Hutto are really dominating the charts, I think. No, we're not actually, but check it out. 7 episodes of pure gold Port Adelaide content with some different guests. So Dom Cassisi is the latest one, so get onto that and the In Sanctum as well. My name's Anthony. Thank you for watching, and as always, come on, Pear.